It is the third week of the month. Still haven't landed a client. Rent is due in 10 days, and every time you check your bank account, the number gets smaller. Only one thing can save your business right now: finding a new client. But here's the problem. You don't know which marketing channel actually works. You're guessing at solutions, and guessing is killing you. 3 months into Daedalus XR, my software agency, I was at exactly where you are. 0 clients, terrified, bills stacking up. Then I tested a multi-channel approach that landed us at 20,000 euros client in 4 weeks. In this video, I'll show you the same multi-channel approach that saved us and that can make you land a new client in just 30 days. So let's dive in. There is something nobody tells you about finding new clients for your software agency. You have 0 idea which marketing channel will work the best for you. And that's normal, because for some agencies, LinkedIn might crush it, but for other agencies, it isn't going to do so much. So trade shows might be gold for you, or they might be a complete waste of your time. When we started Daedalus XR, we had 0 clients. We had no reputation, no clue on how to find new clients. We were just 4 postgrads students with a lot of technical skill, but 0 business experience and 0 marketing ability. And I know how you feel, because you browse the internet and every guru has a different advice. Some of them say that LinkedIn is the only way, some of them say that cold mail is dead, trade shows are outdated. Yeah, I know, it can feel very overwhelming. And you might feel paralyzed by conflicting advice. I perfectly know how you feel. At the beginning of Daedalus XR, I spent weeks trying to find the best method to apply to my business. And in the meanwhile, I wasn't acting at all. So bills were accumulating and I had 0 revenue. But that was when I realized I needed to do something. I needed to shift from thinking and from planning to real action. That's why at Daedalus XR we made a decision. We decided to try everything. We tested cold mails, we went to trade shows and local events, and we tried to exploit as much as possible our network. Some of them worked, some of them didn't, and we didn't know in advance what would have worked. We needed to test it. So that multi-channel approach was the key event that broke us out of 0. But here's what most founders miss. They spread too thin. They test each channel only at 10% of their potential. And that guarantees failure. In case you're wondering what the secret is, that's it. Brute force on each channel until something sticks. Here's the 3 channels we tested and what happened with each of them. The first channel that came across our mind was trade shows and exhibitions. So here's the rule of thumb. If you think you can find your target clients at trade shows and events, you must go, period. It doesn't matter if you feel ready or not, if you know how to present yourself, if your business card is perfect or stuff like that, it doesn't matter. Just show up. This is exactly what we did at the beginning of Daedalus XR when we had 0 clients. We went to each exhibition and show about innovation, technology, and so on and so forth. We had no booth, no plan. We just had a couple of business cards and we felt completely out of place, to be honest. Everyone else had professional setups, professional booths. We were just four kids walking around and trying to speak with people. We probably handed out like 30 business cards. We had some conversations, but you need to accept it. Most of them will go nowhere. And that was our case. So that's why by the end of day one, we felt like, I don't know, guys, we should quit this. It's a waste of time. We don't belong here. That's what my teammates were saying. But we kept going. Even though we had zero faith in what we were doing, we decided to keep going. And that was when we met someone. This person was special for the first phase of Daedalus XR because he didn't hire us, but he introduced us to people over months and even years. This single person brought us more than 40,000 euros in revenue over the years, just from introductions and referrals. And all of this from just one conversation we decided to not skip at a random trade show. So you should always keep this in mind, that trade shows work. So here's the key takeaway here. Trade shows work because they are human. You can actually connect with people, not staying behind the screen, but by actually speaking with people. They have the possibility to see you, to look at you, and to speak with you. And that's all, because it's very simple. People do business with other people they know, people they like, and most important, people they trust. And meeting in presence during a trade show is a great opportunity to build trust from day one. Because you are not just one other email that lands on the inbox of your prospect. You are a real person who is showing up and who's interested in speaking and talking with you. And that might look silly, but it's actually great and it's actually very meaningful. Trade shows aren't for closing deals. Trade shows are for becoming real, not another anonymous. The second marketing channel we tried was more brutal. This is the brutal truth about cold emails. Most of them get ignored, period. This is the hardest channel to try and to test because it really goes hard on your mental health, because you are trying and receiving zero answer, zero response. It actually goes very hard on your resilience and resistance abilities. But there is a plot twist. Cold emails can actually change your business, especially at the beginning of your agency journey. This is what we did at Daedalus XR. In the first year, we decided to send as many emails as possible. And to give you a number, we just sent like 2,000 emails. We had zero strategy. We just crafted a couple of emails template. We browsed the internet to scout and to find a lot of emails. We went to the websites. We just tried to access every possible piece of information. We just tried to find as many emails as possible without any tool, without any strategy. For example, we just accessed the website of an exhibition show, then we looked at the list of all participants, and then one by one we visited the website of each participant, find the email and write an email. All of this without any tool, without paying any subscription, all of this doing by hand, manually. I don't even know how many responses we get, but I can tell you that they were a few. Maybe just 20 responses? That's wild, that's sick, it's just 1% response rate. And of those 20 responses, just a couple of clients ended up working with us. So this is actually 0.1 conversion rate. But remember, we didn't have a strategy, we didn't know anything. So this strategy is perfect, even though you're just starting out. You need to work on volumes and on numbers. So here's what you need to do. Every day, wake up, send 50 emails, and then go to do something else. Don't think about it. Don't check inbox obsessively, because you already know that most of them will get 0 responses. But I know how you might feel, because I felt in that way too. I started to question everything. I started to say, is my pitch bad? Is my target audience wrong? Should we give up completely? And people were asking me, for example, my friends kept asking, how is the business going? And my family, my parents kept asking me, how is your business going? Maybe you should find another job. And I just told them, yeah, the business is doing great. We are looking for some clients. We are scouting new clients to work with. That discussion hit really hard, because then they asked, any clients yet? And I needed to admit the truth. Not yet. But the key thing here is that word, yet. You need to believe that your clients are coming very soon. But coming back to the 2 clients who actually started to work with us after we contacted them thanks to cold email. One of them is Aquaponic Design. This is a startup working in Bologna who was happy and excited to work with us. And that was our first 20k euros project. That amount of money felt like impossible for us. We felt a lot of imposter syndrome. That was way more than our current price, which was like around 2,000 euros. But we accepted it. And then, over the months, they kept coming back. They referred us to others. I would say that over the years, they brought us more than 60,000 euros in total revenue. So basically, that one single response justified the effort we made into sending 2,000 emails. But right now you have more tools compared to the ones that I had. I worked with 0 tool. Now I can teach you something because some of them actually worked. So here's what we learned about cold emails, so you can avoid the same mistakes we did. First of all, keep the emails very short. This is about 3-4 sentences max. Second one, keep the email about the business you are writing to. It's not about you, it's about their problem. It's not with personalize just enough. Add some little specific detail that shows that you made your research, that you made your homework, and you're not actually writing the same, email to every company you are contacting. Follow up once, maybe twice, but then move on. Remember, it's a game of numbers. Right now at Daedalus XR we are doing cold email the right way, with a plan and with a strategy. And I feel confident in suggesting you to use apollo.io. This is a great tool that helps you find a lot of email contacts thanks to the database they provide. So this is cold emails. They only work with massive volume. But what about the next channel? This is the one channel that most founders are too scared to use, even though it is completely free. The third channel is leverage everyone you know. Basically your network. I know, It can feel uncomfortable at first because you probably are thinking, I can't ask friends and family to hire me. And you're totally right. You don't need to ask family to hire you, even though I think you actually could. But anyway, you should ask family and friends to introduce you to other people they might know, and you need to ask your friends and family to introduce you to someone who might need your services. I felt this like I avoided this strategy for months because I felt like bothering people. I was thinking like, I don't know, like they'll think I'm desperate. What if they say no? But listen to me, quit all of this overthinking. Because the main advantage of asking for referral to your friends and family is that you're accessing people who already trust you. And that's huge. When I realized this simple mindset shift, I finally began messaging a lot of people I knew. I was writing something like, hey, I started a software agency with co-founders. We specialize in VR and web development. If you know anyone who might need this, I love an introduction. I wasn't asking them to hire me. I was just asking if they know someone. And that was how I landed a new client. A friend of the father of one of my co-founders. He's running a design studio. And we worked with him and we designed and created for him a simple 3D application to visualize the design pieces he was creating. Your network only works if you actually reach out. Most founders never send a message, but they wait until they're more established. By then, you have wasted a lot of time. Hopefully, this kind of advice helps you. If interested in reading a complete roadmap that shows you how to go from zero to full-time income from your software business, in that case, I prepared for you a free guide. Achieve full-time income from your software business in 12 months. It covers how to find clients, how to do pricing correctly, how to scaling sustainability. You find the link to download it in the description. It is completely free. Now, let's go back to the framework that shows which channel to commit to. I'm going to tell you the exact system that prevents wasted effort. I'd like to call it the brute force testing framework. This is the main assumption. I can tell you which channel will work. Cold emails work for us, maybe it won't for you. Trade shows were gold for us, maybe your network will be better. So you need to run experiments. This is the mistake most founders make. They try to optimize before they have data. They spend weeks analyzing instead of doing. But my framework is based on brute force, not optimization. Because optimization comes later. First, you should understand what works. Then you can optimize on that. So, step 1, pick 3 channels. For example, cold emails, trade shows, local events, and your network. Step 2, go absolutely crazy on them for 30 days. You should throw spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks. Don't bother about strategy. Don't spend time on crafting the perfect cold email and the perfect reach out. Just go for it. For example, cold emails, send 230 days. Trade shows, attend 3 to 4 events. Talk to everyone and hand out 100 business cards. You need volume to cut through the noise. And you need data to understand what works. Step 3. Track only what matters. At the end of 30 days, ask yourself, how many real conversations, how many leads that progressed, how many clients closed? So don't optimize your cold email subject lines. Don't perfect your elevator pitch. Don't wait until you feel ready. Finding clients isn't about the perfect strategy, but rather it is about throwing spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks, and then doing more of what works. So we reached the end of the video. If this video helped you land the first client in 4 weeks, you should watch this video next. It shows exactly where to begin with 0 clients and 0 reputation. It's the framework that saved me from wasting 6 months. Haven't grabbed the free guide yet? Do it now. Achieve full-time income from your software business in 12 months. It's the complete roadmap from 0 to full-time income from your software business. You find it free in the link in the description.